What's up, party people? Let's I guess wait until some people show up. I got questions to answer. I'm gonna go over a couple projects for you guys, and then moving forward, tips and tricks for a little bit of breeders, stuff that's gonna help out in the long run, especially a lot of these newcomers coming in. It'll kind of help you with kind of setting up your first sales and making sure you're marketing everything correctly. This is just going to be like a little informational video for you guys. What's up, everybody? We have Green Mountain Dragons, my boy ZLTN, just paired. Congratulations. Alexa, volume 1. JM Fat Tails, what's going on? Congratulations on that ADD. It's going to be world's improvement. While I'm talking, while we're waiting for everybody to kind of gather up, I'll go ahead and release some of these guys into their tubs so you can get a viewing on them. We'll go ahead and start off with two really nice females. This one right here that I just dropped off right here, this is going to be Pepper, and she is Pure Inferno. She's going to be really cool when we're making those clown crosses. And this little female right here, this was an August baby, 2020. So last season, as you can see, she's pretty big. She's 71 grams, or I think 75 now. This is not a clown. This is only going to be a pretty much a magma tangerine without the rainwater in it. She's 100% het eclipse and 100% het rainwater. So just waiting on her to ovulate. It's a little colder right now. It'll probably hit around February. We're hoping. Here we go. This is going to be a Pure Inferno. Pepper, she's really sweet. She's a really big girl too. Kind of competes with my big boy Jude, who's going to be that clown. You can kind of see him right there. And then I got another clown right there. I have a big old gecko, two big geckos. I got another magma. And then I have a white and yellow tangerine over here too. Trimper. And then a white and yellow snow bell for you guys too to take a look at. Let me go ahead and say hi to everybody. What's up, guys? My white and yellow radar male. Cool. Awesome. Jude. Yeah, no, you love Jude. Pepper's out here too, but Jude's just chilling. I wish I had bigger deli cups, but most cases I'm not going to be shipping out my adults. My brother just joined the chat. What's up, Lonzo? Love you, man. Hope Isaiah's doing well. Let's get into a couple of these questions before I jump into like the meaty bits of this. Let me just log into my iPad real quick, if it lets me. It's being all funky this evening. First one we got from Suburb Reptiles. How did you get into reptiles? Dude, it's been a minute. It's been a while. Pretty much my first ever reptile, besides the one I've been like catching in the yard, was probably going to be a super hypo tangerine caratel baldy that I got from, I believe, Petco back when I was around maybe 6. So that was really cool. We got my boy Ryan Recco Reptiles. Do you plan on working with any other Eublepharis? Besides Macularis, I love like Hardwicke. I like Afghans for their crosses, the new bloodlines. Beyond that, like, I like Fucus, but at the same time, I don't know, like outcrossing is definitely important. There's a way to go about that. I'll touch that on another video, actually. That way this one doesn't stay too long. But thank you for reaching out, dude. I love it when we interact. It's always a pleasure. ZLTN, my boy, he hit up a couple of them. What do you hope with the clown projects to achieve, and why? Honestly, my whole main goal with these clowns, you'll hold up, what about Angramamu? Dude, I love Angramamu, but like also they just can't. They're not crossable. And like if it was, then that would be amazing. We would have like way bigger geckos than these guys. Back to his question, what I want to do with the clowns. My goal with the clowns, as you guys, some of you may not know, but Enzo actually sent me this boy right here, along with about 5-6 geckos. I think 4 of them ended up being clowns, and pretty much just passed the torch to me, along with a few other of our like really great friends. We're all kind of in the loop with each other. We're trying to make sure that when Enzo comes back, when and if he has something to come back to. I really plan on just giving him Jude back because Jude was one of his favorites. And past that, I kind of just want to do the clowns right. And that's what a lot of this video is going to be talking about too. Comes to lineage, tracking it, percentages. We're going to talk about that after I get past these questions. History with tang lines, I'll touch that too. Is this worthy of a shout out? Dude, you're always worth a shout out. Don't worry, be hatchy. What is your regimen for calcium? Do you use D3? Do you alternate between D3 and no D3? Yes, of course, because you can overdose with D3. Calcium, you just want to basically supplement. And I don't really dust my worms anymore. I like to leave little bowls, especially if I'm feeding dubia. I make sure their intake has a lot of calcium in it. I breed dubia. These guys get a couple dubia a week to make sure they're on top of their vitamins. They're gut loaded for everything, and they're all cool. I'm going to need some clowns, brother. Dude, we got you. A lot of us are going to be working them like correctly and have a lot to show for next year. We're just waiting on them for basically to kind of ovulate. Let's see. What's the best juniors, Leos? What's the best way to introduce your work into the selling business? Transparency. That's going to be like the biggest thing. If something's up with your gecko, pet it out, figure it out, talk to other breeders, work around it. Because there's definitely ways. There's a plethora of knowledge nowadays, and so many people are breeding. You definitely can find like troubleshoot in most cases, talk to somebody reputable. Feel free to always reach out to me as well. How do I get my gecko to eat more? Should I show it food in her face? What if she rejects it? A big trip for like picky eaters. Most of the time they're not going to be eating food kind of like out in the middle of nowhere. So bring it low, bring it like down towards their feet, touch their feet a little, catch their eyes. They're not going to be looking forward. Most prey animals are going to have eyes on the side of their heads, so you kind of want to catch like their vision on the side, bring it in, touch their toes. They kind of get a little, you see how she reacted? She's going to look at her toes. That's how you get that going. What's up? Enzo joined up. How's it going, brother? We were just talking about your clowns. What's your first reptile? It was a leopard gecko. And then we got my girl, Sam, or my brother. Why is SB Gecko 702 is your favorite breeder? Actually, SB Gecko 703 is my favorite breeder. You were about like third or fourth in that. So we're done with the questions. Let's put these guys back. We'll exchange them out. This one's going to be really cool. Everybody thought she was a clown, but it's just some magma. Chad Ramsey over at Ramsey's Reptiles kind of coined that and has put in solid work behind that, years and years of work, and honestly it's phenomenal. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of package up geckos. It's not the easiest thing to do when you have such large geckos in small deli cups. The biggest thing you want to watch out for is those little tail nips. But I'm gonna toss some clowns in here, and then we're gonna talk about how we accurately label these and market these clowns for next year, especially those of you who picked up clowns or pretty, I don't want to say like unauthentic, but a lot of people are going to be taking advantage of a lot of newcomers and marketing without backing that up. So that's what I kind of want to touch base on for you real quick. Let's get these guys settled away. So this right here is my boy Jude. Enzo produced these two. I think he got the Inferno from Russell. And then I have a few more that Enzo produced as well. This is Jude. He's a 50-50 cross. He's going to be pretty much 50% clown, 50% Inferno. This is a 75% clown, 25% Inferno. What's up, guys? Hello, Wally. Everybody's in here. NV Geckos, what's up, buddy? So clowns, when we go into marketing, you hear a lot of these percentages. As you know, Clown G project was coined after Gatorade with Matt Barczyk, or Matt Bronick of Sasobic Reptiles. All of them are going to be at least possible het raptor, which is just Tremper and Eclipse. So unless proven out, which I don't think anybody has yet, everything's going to be possible het. If that's not kind of kept in the loo of everything, that's going to get lost easily, and then you're going to have these hidden hets scattered around through the hobby. The percentages, why is that important? Because when you're working with tangerine lines, a line bred trait, these percentages are going to be, most of the projects that we have right now are all bundled together of this tangerine line, that tangerine line come together. Oh, let's call that Mandarin. Let's call that, there's so many different ones right now. It's kind of hard to even just have a blabbermouth about it. But basically clowns, so we're going to have these Inferno clown crosses. When you take a pure clown that's 100% clown lineage and you cross it to 100% Inferno lineage, you'll get a 50-50 cross. But if that other tangerine, you don't know what the tangerines are, and you cross it to a clown, that's going to be a 50% from that pure clown, and it's just going to be 50%, I don't know. And we don't want to do that. Especially, well, I don't want to do that, and most of the people around me don't want to do that, because then we lose track of how can we trace that back. What do I need to test it out for? Mandarin comes with possible het Nordizur, which is the NBDE, and that leads to small eyes, no eyes, kind of like infertile females in most cases. So it's definitely something we want to pay attention to, and moving forward, it's really important, because clowns have so much traction in the hobby already. Everybody's trying to sell clowns. Everybody's on the market for clowns. Shout out to Enzo for pretty much bringing on the steam of all the clowns. Like, honestly, the whole hobby rode on his back with these clowns. Before that, nobody really cared about him, and Enzo definitely went through everything. Let's see. No questions. Yep. Back down my mail. Yeah, it's just reputable people. I can give you guys lists. If you're not buying from me, just buy from somebody reputable. We have Brett David, we have Envy Geckos, you have, I think, I'm not sure if Sam has some, but Josh's Geckos has some. I don't know if Leviathan Exotics has some yet, but I think Voodoo Geckos Cam has some too. There's a lot of reputable people out there, and of course, you have, what's his name? I can't really think right now. It's past my bedtime. I'll go ahead and start showing you some more. But with the flux of everything, how everything's going to hit the market next year, there's so many new breeders, and there's going to be a lot of misinformation. There's going to be a lot of hidden hets. So just be kind of, be adamant about what you ask. Ask questions before you purchase a gecko. Don't just, I need to pick it up now because I haven't seen one listed on the market. If you haven't seen one, it's probably because they're breeding, because nobody's selling them at the moment. So it's definitely a thing to look out for. There are 2 lines of Mandarin. One got introduced to NBDE and just its own line, not crossed with other stuff. And you'll see that a lot overseas. I think what Ryan's talking about is overseas, but a lot of the stuff that we have within the States is going to have that NBDE stat attached to it. Leviathan Exotics actually has some het-free mandarins too, so if you're looking for something like that, definitely hit her up. Next up, let's hit some white and yellow combos. And I'll just quickly touch on white and yellow syndrome, I guess, too. Depends when they hatch, right? This one right here is going to be one that Nick produced, Envy Geckos. Gorgeous little girl. Her name's Bruce Jenner. She went back and forth. But as you can see, she's a female for sure. Bam! Gecko handling 101. It's pretty much the same combination without the tangerine so much. And this is just a snow white and yellow bell. So going to be really cool. White and yellow, crossing white and yellow to white and yellow, honestly, is just a waste of white and yellow. Because either way, it's a codom. That's even kind of speculated on, but pretty much it's going to be a 50-50 chance of hitting white and yellow. to anything you pair it to. So pairing 2 white and yellow is kind of a waste in my opinion. But